Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get back on the channel. Jordan Dujon, he is now 9 wins with 3 defeats. He's fighting Kingsley Egbunike for the vacant Southern Area Super Welterweight title. And it's on April 12th at your call on the Wasserman Show. And yeah, pleasure getting you on the channel as always. As always.
Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me, mate. Bloody hell, I got tongue tied there.
Anytime, mate. Yeah, so I had you on before we get into the rematch, I had you on before the Constantine Ursu fight, didn't I?
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
Talk about that fight.
Listen, he's just a really talented boxer. Yeah, I think he caught me in a second round. I had an issue with my eye. Then it was just downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to you because you still was there. I mean, you were taking some brutal shots, but you were still standing, mate.
No, that's this is a fighter's job, isn't it? Just trying
Yeah,
to see it out.
he was strong. Did it surprise you how strong he was?
He wasn't necessarily strong, mate. He was just accurate.
So like fast hands sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you upset with yourself that night?
Of course, mate. No one wants to take a loss in their career. But it is what it is. You just you live, learn, bounce back, and come back stronger.
Do you just think you just didn't get going that night?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Mm. But I mean, yeah, I mean you're back now though. I mean I mean your last few fights have all been 10 rounds apart from the Sanchez fight, even though you wanted that to be a big fight and I know you did. But yeah, I mean, you just keep taking these big fights and that's what you want to be doing. Just like Obi as well coming off of defeat. You both just want to fight the best to be the best and I
Mm.
love that mentality of both of you doing that.
100%, mate. No one wants to have their career padded. I could go and do that all day long. Fight 100 journeymen, have 100 on a record. That's not what it's about. The idea of boxing is getting there, fight the best. If you're gonna be the best, you gotta beat the best. So that's how it's gotta be, mate.
Mm. And of course, yeah, it is a rematch. Of course, it was meant to be on the 23rd of March, but Obi said it got postponed due to the fact that the Wasserman show came about. And is that why it's on this show instead?
Yeah, mate. It was just like a bigger opportunity, bigger platform. Gives us both a chance to showcase our skills on a bigger network. So yeah, that's all it was, mate.
Good stuff. Yeah, and of course, it's a rematch. Yeah, of course, you won the first fight. I think it was 58-56 on the card, if I'm right in saying. He thinks he won. You believe you won. Yeah, just talk about the first fight. And do you feel like, I mean, you've had 5 fights since then. Of course, you're both going to change as fighters since that fight, as that was in 2022. But
Mm.
do you take much from the first fight?
In terms of taking much about the first fight, no, not really. I imagine I'm going to see a similar Obi to what I see in the 6 rounds or however many rounds we fought before. By the end of the day, it's 2 years on. 2 years is a long time in boxing. A lot can happen. You can learn a lot in 2 years. So yeah, I could take a little bit, but not a lot. I expect him to be a different person. So.
100%. And of course, yeah, you're fighting for your former belt as well, because yeah, super welterweight, Southern Area, a chance to become a 2-time super welterweight Southern Area champion.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, mate. Yeah, just about to recapture my belt and then push on to bigger and better things.
Um, yeah, of course. Do you feel because you fought Ursu at welterweight? Do you believe this is your weight, super welterweight?
To be honest with you, I believe I can fight at both the weights if I'm honest with you. Um, but obviously I'm established at super welterweight, so it's a very easy for me to stay at this weight.
Yeah, because you fought at this level before at this weight. So
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um is there any bad blood going into this rematch? Of course, there's been a bit of I wouldn't say, well, sort of back and forth online. Is there any, is this personal, this fight?
You know what, mate? If you asked me this 2 years ago, I'd be like, "This is personal." Now I'm just like, "Listen, it's just business. You can say whatever he wants. Literally, I'm just here to get him out of the way, move on to the next one."
Yeah, with yeah, you had the face off well online. I see well, a few weeks ago he was saying that he was bust your he was sort of he said that he would bust your head in or something like that, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you weren't really, I wouldn't say you weren't really saying much. You were trying to keep it what's the word I'm looking for? Like not giving much away sort of thing,
Okay, yeah, yeah.
would you
To be
say?
honest with you, for me, all he's looking to do is just wind me up. The thing is, it's a bit of gamesmanship, but at the end of the day, if it was really beef, you wouldn't be acting nice in public, behind the closed doors. So to me, listen, I don't have respect for him, but I ain't got nothing personal against him. It's literally, he's just, it is what it is. It's a business that we're in. Um, so yeah, it's nothing personal. He can say what he wants for the cameras. At the end of the day, we're gonna get in a ring and we're gonna punch each other up. So that's all it is.
Yeah. Of course, yeah, he thinks he won that first fight, but are you yeah, you leave no doubt this time.
The thing is, it's not even a case of leaving doubt. I mean, it's only his doubt in his mind. I mean, all it does is give me a second chance to take the delusion out of his head. That's all it. That's it, mate.
So do you believe, I mean, yeah, it's over 10 rounds this time and you've both established over 10 rounds. So can we expect a stoppage in this fight or
Stoppage, points, it doesn't matter. My hand's gonna get raised again, and then again, he's probably gonna say that he's won somehow. If he's asleep, he's probably gonna wake up and say the fight hasn't started yet. So it is what it is.
yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say now. Hang on. Um yes, it's on Channel 5, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Do you believe you guys are the fight, like you're the fight to watch on the show? Of course, the rematch. Yeah. Do you believe like you guys fight will steal the show?
If I'm honest with you, I've not even looked at what's on the card. But I think any fight that I'm associated with or Obi's in it, it's gonna be a bum burner. So yeah, I think we can still do that.
Mm. Of course, he's coming off a defeat as well. He lost to Lee Cutler last time out. Did you watch that fight?
Yeah, I watched that fight. Yeah.
What did you make of his performance that night?
To be honest with you, he done all right. He actually did. He done all right. I can't remember what the scorecards were.
97,
Uh,
93, 97,
97,
94, and then 96, 95.
96, 95 is probably a bit more closer to what I'd have it. I think one of the scorecards was a bit wide. But yeah, definitely a couple of rounds in it.
Do you believe this will be a harder fight than the first fight?
You know what, mate? I go there expecting a hard fight. It's an easy night. Go there an easy night, it ends up being a hard night. So I've literally got no expectations. Literally go there, steamrolling.
Do you feel like you've been like oh, I've already asked you that question, getting better as a fighter, and do you believe you're getting stronger each time you fight?
100%, mate. Listen, from the scariest time to fight a fighter is off the back of a loss, because they got something to prove and avenge a loss. I'm always learning, always getting better. So yeah, I think this will be probably my best performance today.
I asked him the same question. Is it make or break this fight?
For me, no, because literally I'm going to do the job and continue on to bigger and better things.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah. So, are you expecting to stop him, or the usual saying, if the knockout's there, it's just a bonus? You know what I mean?
Listen, just for argument's sake of there'd been no doubts to be blaming scorecards or whatever. I'd wanna knock him out. But listen, if the knockout comes, I'm gonna go for it. If not, all I got to do is get the win.
Because of course it was a close fight last time out. Do you believe if you get the stoppage, then there's no like sort of thing for him to say he's won?
The thing is, people are talking about it's a close fight. The last fight. I mean, winning 2 out of 6 rounds isn't a close fight to me. Yeah, it might seem like that on the scorecards, but it's not that close. It's competitive, but it's not that close.
Do you believe you'll win it even more comfortably this time round?
Yeah, I do.
Convincingly.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How's camp going? All good?
Yeah, camp's going really well, mate. Really well. So I can't even remember which week I'm in camp now, but yeah, it's dragged on by extra couple of weeks, but yeah, I'm looking forward to the 12th of April.
Is it good that sort of your camp's been extended a bit?
Um, to be fair, for me, it doesn't really do me any favors. There's no disadvantages or advantages to it. It's literally just okay. All right, cool. I'm going to be dieting for a little bit longer. I'm going to be strict in my training camp, getting a few more rounds of sparring in, a few more miles to run. But other than that, it doesn't really change anything, mate.
Would you say it's been the best camp of your career?
To be honest with you, I say this every single time because literally every camp, you sort of forget how grueling camps are. So every camp's my best camp.
Mm-hmm. Um, I forgot. Yes. Of course, who do you believe the pressure's more on? Do you believe the pressure's on you, or do you believe the pressure's more on him?
Um, to be honest with you, I would say probably the pressure's on him. For someone who's been screaming that he won the previous fight, to me, what's known hasn't got to be said. The pressure's on him because now he's got to go out and prove out that the first time was a mistake.
Mm. What can we expect from you on fight night, mate?
It's on fight night. It's just going to be pure aggression, pure aggression. Yeah, on a box move, punch up, it's going to be a barnstormer.
Mm. I reckon this is the fight to steal the show, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah, I believe so. I believe so.
Mm. What does like what would it mean to you becoming a two-time Southern Area champion at super welterweight?
It's got a nice ring to it, 2 time. But yeah, all it is a stepping stone, mate. I'm not even too fussed about the belt, whether the belt's there or not. It's the platform more than anything, because that will give more attention to have eyes on me, and again push me into bigger and better fights.
Yeah, and of course, last time you fought on Channel, you want to sort of right that wrong, like on Channel 5 sort of thing.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Have you got any tickets remaining for anyone who wants to come and support you, or have you? Yeah.
Definitely. I have a few tickets left. Yep, yeah, I got a few tickets left. You can hit me up on my Instagram. Just DM me. Yeah, and somebody will get back to you.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, before I let you go, as always, mate, do you want to thank whether that's oh no, have you got a message to the fans for fight night?
Yeah, listeners, tune in. If you're not tuning in, they're actually at York Corner night. Just be prepared for a great fight. I'm going to show out as always, and yeah, bring on April the 12th.
Good stuff, mate. And of course, before I let you go, as always, I'll give you a chance to shout, sponsors, trainers, managers, just anyone who's helping you as always.
Yeah, I just want to thank my team, RJ's Boxing, so Ross Piers, Rod Julian, the whole stable behind, then my dad, my mum, my sponsors. Yeah, just say thank you to everyone.
And from me, mate, as always, thank you for your time and all the best on April 12th, mate. Good luck.
Cheers, mate. Thank you, mate. Take care.
Thank you, mate. Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.